Carl Moretti. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read his quote exactly because I don't want to be like, oh, I misquoted. I shouldn't have said. That's not exactly what I said. So I'm gonna read his quote exactly, and I'm gonna screen share for you guys following at home, so you guys can see that I'm actually reading it, not making it up. So this is what Carl Moretti had to say, which is straight bullshit, but I'll read it anyways. He goes, "It didn't work out between us and his team. We thought he was consistently inconsistent in a very deep division. But
Wait,
in the
but
end, we wish him and his team nothing but success as he moves forward." Like,
consistently inconsistent, but the problem was the manager. Which one is it, right? You can't fall on both sides of the tracks here, bro.
yeah, it's that. First of all, that's a clown comment. And no disrespect to Carl Moretti. I'm not saying
He's a
that
good
he's a
dude. Like
clown.
I actually like him. Like he's actually all right, yo. Like I don't have no problems with him.
No. I just want to make it clear. I'm not calling him a clown, but that's a clown comment. Consistently inconsistent. When he fought Verone, didn't look. I don't think he looked his best, but he got the win nonetheless.
Yeah, but you gave us like 4 or 5 weeks to get ready, yo.
And then see, that's something I'm not privy to, but he's privy to. And then on top of that, he loses to Kenneth Sims in he didn't get blown out, but I thought he lost. And I think Kenneth Sims is a good fighter, where losing to him shouldn't release you. How is he consistently inconsistent? And to prove to me and the world that he is a good fighter, his next 2 performances, he looks spectacular. And I'm almost upset at how the media, and particularly boxing Twitter, listen, I'm the voice of Dominican boxing. I know you follow me. I know you aware of me. So when I'm on Twitter, I'm arguing for Elvis. I'm doing all of that. And what people always tend to do is bring up the Kenneth Sims fight. And what I tell them is, all right, you bringing up the Kenneth Sims fight, but what about the 2 fights after?
Why let me just like,
worst moment,
bro. You can't say that the problem with boxing is nobody wants to fight, and then the second they fight and lose, you throw them in the garbage, bro.
I totally
right.
agree.
Like you can that's you being a hypocrite then, bro. Like you want everybody to take risks, you want everybody to get out there, you want everybody to put on good fights, which is what we want to and are willing to do. We have never said no, bro. Never, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That brings me to my next question. So since people always bring up that loss, and I try to bring up his last 2 performances, particularly the one against the undefeated Mexican who was also an Olympian. So I always bring that up. I'm like,
shout out to Robert Diaz, bro. I like Robert Diaz. Like he really gave me and Elvis, and even though we're not with Golden Boy, he gave us so much props and credit and love for that win.
For that win. No, and it's a win that I feel is very glossed over. But since people keep focusing on that loss of Kenneth Sims and kind of don't let to see him, bounce back from that, when can we get a rematch? Because I feel like that would erase, the blemish on his record.
But it won't. It won't. Let's be honest.
No, I think
he could knock out Kenneth Sims in 30 seconds, and you're still gonna have people. Oh well, he shouldn't have lost anyway, bro.
No, I don't think that's true.
I'm gonna put it out there for you. And at this point, like this is when I kind of like when that happened, and I saw how they acted and whatever. I took the reins, and I know Elvis really wants that fight. Right, and I actually tried to get that fight, but I needed it to mean something, right? Like I wanted it to be either a title eliminator, I needed to get paid, and like it wasn't making sense, for me. And I get that Elvis won, but like, I'm not in this for moral victories at this point. Clearly, like nobody respects him being willing to get in there with anybody with 11 fights, 10 fights. Look at Cameron Creal. Like look at that fight, bro. Who did that to Cameron Creal ever?
No. I listen. I agree, but getting back to the point that him rematching and beating Kenneth Sims wouldn't mean nothing. The reason I disagree with that is because Subriel Matias, he took a L to.
I'll talk that. Go ahead.
He took a L, but he got his win back and got a win back by stoppage. You know what I'm saying? So
this is what I tell Elvis. This is what I tell people, and this is what I'm gonna tell you, bro. If it ever makes sense, if they pay him a certain amount, and when I'm not talking about a crazy amount.
Yeah, you're just saying the money got to be right.
Right. And if they make it for like some sort of eliminator, we do it 100%, bro. But here's what I will promise you and the fans and even Kenny Sims, bro. We get a title, bro. He's gonna defend that title against Kenny Sims.
I like that energy. I like that energy. By the way, you
Right?
just
Like
got bald for whatever reason.
So what? Oh, my
no, no.
bad. It's
Yeah.
like we gonna defend that title against Kenny Sims, bro. I know Kenny deserves it, bro. Like if we got the title, bro, Kenny deserves that shot. Like he's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. I don't like what they did with Barbosa on that, and that kind of showed me where the energy from Andre or from, let's say, the ESPN telecast was coming from, like,
Yeah.
because they did the same thing with us when Elvis fought. It was kind of like, yo, why are we riding? Why is Kenny sounding like the A side right now, bro?
That's strange. That's strange.
And then in that Barbosa fight, I don't see how you, like, why would you do that? Like the talk, it was a good fight. It was a great matchup. I thought it was a very interesting fight. And then like the talk after the fight was, oh, why he ducked Kenny Sims? Why he ducked Kenny Sims?
Yeah.
And
I
I'm like,
mean,
yo, why would you bring that up in the middle of the fight, yo, and take this man's shine away, bro?